I definitely think it's going to bring a lot to the table. And from Muppet Squad, I'm thinking Aaron and Michael, so we'll see how they do.
Definitely ready to see what happens here as we get right into the action. Here we go. Babylon going to be scoping mid, trying to get some intel. He's actually going to spot the leg of Superman there, but unable to connect on this shot. We've got Aaron here scoping along with Michael, I believe. It's going to be sitting here in B tunnels. On top of A, we are going to have CrossFire, though, just locking it down with the solo hold. But it looks like Carbon going to be slowly working their way up mid here. We've got Famous and Andre J both working their way towards this A connector. Actually, 3 players here make that 4, working their way up mid. They're going to go for a straight mid push, but here comes the nade. It's only going to hit Famous for just a little bit, but Andre J going to pick up the first kill of the round here. And that'll be the way Carbon wanted to start this one off with a nice opening pick, looking for another, but Juice will get the exchange. Superman, though, there to trade it out and still keep the favor in the hands of Carbon, but now it will be a 4-on-3 situation for teamw0w here on the defense. Coda still on A top. We've got Michael defending B and Babylon in the middle, so very spread out on the defense. So Carbon, they're in a pretty good position here to push and take something as a team. They're only going to have to face one player if they just group up and go for a push, and it looks like we are going to see a 3-man push starting its way towards B with Superman here on the lurk in A connector. And Michael, it's all going to be in his hands now. He's got to know. He's actually smartly called for the rotate here. Babylon is nice and ready here close by. Still no commitment yet, though. 50 seconds on the clock. They've got to make their move here quickly. Carbon starting to feel the pressure of the clock here. And it looks like they are finally going to prep to move in here, but still trying to catch anyone they can off guard here. They're playing it super safe until the last minute, trying to catch anyone, but here they go. They're going to be pushing in. Superman going to grab one, though, from the flank already. Famous picks up one on the site take. And it's looking like a very good round here for Carbon, as Superman will finish it off with his 3rd kill of the round with a nice flank there, and that will be 1-0. Carbon starting this one off with a nice round on the board. And wow, actually already Babylon dinking Superman through the double doors and a smoke. That'll be a nice little dink of damage to start this one off. And right now, once again, Carbon playing pretty passive here, but the passive plays definitely worked in their favor there, with Superman getting some nice lurking kills. But still, a lot to be played here between these two teams. 1-0, the starting score. It looks like now we're actually going to have a switch up here on A top. Babylon now going to take the place of Coda, scoping here on the A long, but it is completely smoked off. So Carbon probably not looking to move in that direction anytime soon. They actually have 4 in mid once again, but Michael going to catch one off guard there with a nice pick onto Brando. And now teamw0w, they're actually in a pretty good situation here. 2 players on Carbon, fairly lit, as Coda now picks up one of the few remaining full HP players, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 now. Carbon kind of with their backs against the walls. Juice picks up his 2nd and 3rd kill of the round. Coda there to clean it up, and that'll be a nice quick turn of events for teamw0w to tie it up now 1-1. Now, looking at how Carbon's been playing, we're not used to seeing them this passive. Cal, what are your thoughts on Carbon bringing out just sort of passive setups here on Blacklist to start it out?
I'm really surprised about it, actually. As you just said, Carbon normally pushes a lot. I do think throughout the game they're going to start being more aggressive, though.
I definitely expect to see some aggression here from Carbon, but still, they are sticking with this passive setup currently. And, I mean, the first round, it definitely worked in their favor, but the second round, it almost stalled them out to the point where they weren't able to get a whole lot done. And now, we've got 2 scopes down the middle here. Interesting setup from teamw0w. Both Michael and Babylon going to be scoping down mid. Michael going to take a shot there onto, I believe, 15 OL. Isn't going to quite connect, though. Superman going to dink him under the bridge, and now Michael and Aaron both very lit here on the side of teamw0w just early into the round. But once again, Carbon, they're trying to do these pushes up mid. Last round, it didn't quite work out for them, though, but let's see if Famous can work some intel. He's going to be leading the charge here, but no, Babylon gets him with a nice shot there through the box. Very nicely done there from Babylon, but Andre J going to trade on the scoreboard with a frag of his own. Still, Carbon in a pretty good situation here with Aaron and Michael both being very low on HP. They might be able to work this to their advantage. Superman still lurking in mid, though, by the A connector, but Bomb going to be in the hands of Andre J here, who will be picked off by the low HP Aaron in B tunnels, and that's going to be a huge pick there for the defense and even things up a little bit in terms of health across the board. Now we've got Brando, bomb in hand. He's also going to be trying to get a peek B-long, but actually deciding to rotate here into mid to group up with his teammates. Superman, though, still locking down this A connector, trying to get any sort of intel onto Michael in the spawn. He knows he's just lighting him up here, but still not quite able to connect this frag. Michael just playing the nice, safe, passive angle on the counter-terrorist spawn. Looks like we're actually going to see 3 out of A connector. It's going to be up to Babylon, who will miss the first shot here. It's Carbon now with an opportunity, but Michael already rotating from the CT spawn. He's going to get a pick as well as a second with that Desert Eagle. And that is going to be a nice rotation and response there. Team WoW now going to take the lead on the Global Risk side 2-1. And now once again, we've got this 2 sniper setup in mid. Cal, what are your thoughts on them running this 2 sniper setup here in the middle?
Well, I don't know. 2 snipers in mid is it's not a normal thing we see, but if it works for them, you know, it's great.
And it definitely is working in their favor so far, as Michael will pick up a nice pick there onto Superman, as Aaron picked up one of his own, and now things are just looking good for Team WoW here on their defense. It's going to be all in the hands of Brando now, as Aaron picks up another kill this round. But Brando will trade him down, but Brando now in a 1-on-3 situation will pick up a kill onto Michael, now down to a 1-on-2. Definitely a doable situation, but he's going to have to be very cautious here. Brando going to take this bomb and creep up towards B-long. Definitely a good decision, as B-long isn't really covered. Both players actually playing kind of in the middle here, so he could have an opportunity to catch somebody off guard, but the rotations will be quick, so he's got to be ready to get in position here. I'm actually really surprised here that Brando, he's actually not committing. He may go back all the way to A site, where both players are waiting for him. And now here we have it. They're both on A, and they're both going to stay on A. Brando, though, making the smart decision to go back to B. And it's going to be a completely open bomb site. He's going to have time to get in position here. It's all going to be about his post-plan setup here. He definitely has an opportunity to make it happen, though. Babylon and Coda, they've got to know something's up here. 40 seconds on the clock, and no signs of anyone coming towards them on A. But Brando still, he's running that clock down, planting the bomb now with just 30 seconds left here on the clock. Brando going to try and win out this 1v3, now down to a 1v2, but still a difficult situation to be in. This nade, though, could do a lot of damage, but no, it's just going to be a little bit too early there. But here comes the retake. Coda gonna fall. Brando now in a 1v1. Could he possibly take this 1v3 away from Team WoW? And oh, he will fall on the last kill. Babylon going to keep this one alive for his team there with a nice kill with that Desert Eagle. Very close round there from Brando, but unfortunately it won't be enough to hold off that retake from Team WoW. 3-1 going to be the score. And looking at that scoreboard now, is this kind of what you were expecting so far? Are you thinking Team WoW actually is at a bit of an advantage right now?
I was thinking it's going to be more trade rounds every round like we saw for last game. But I mean, if Brando got that round there, it would have really helped Carbon out. So, I don't know.
Definitely would have made things a lot closer here. But now Team WoW with an opportunity to run away with this first half. 3-1 going to be the score here. If you guys are just tuning in, this is map number 1 in a best of 3 between these two teams to see who will make it into the upper bracket finals. And so far, Team WoW off to a very solid start here as a team. A little bit of struggle on the side of Carbon, but still a lot of match to be played here. Still anyone's game for the taking. Babylon going to start it off, though, with a nice pick there. A-long on to 15 OL. That's going to be another good start for Team WoW, getting these early picks and giving themselves some nice advantages. And now Carbon are going to feel the pressure and try and get a pick, but it's going to backfire on them. Aaron and Juice both going to pick up kills. And now it's up to Famous and Superman to recover this lost round. 2-on-5. They got 1 on the board between the two of them, but 4 more to work their way through. Definitely going to be a difficult round to recover, but still, if anyone could do it, Famous and Superman may be the dynamic duo that could make this happen. They are going to run into some trouble, though. Coda and Juice both going to be watching angles here on the B tunnel push, And Juice in a great spot to make it happen, and he will pick up both kills there. That'll be a nice double kill from Juice on top of the entry frag he got. That'll be 3 kills on the round for Juice, making it now 4 to 1. Carbon, I'm not sure, Cal, but I mean, what do you think's going on with them? We were expecting a much stronger Carbon from the start here.
Well, we've just seen such passive plays from Carbon. I really think they need to start playing the way they normally would, you know? And Juice0w and Coda, I mean, great teamwork on B-side right there. That's exactly what they need to do to hold things down.
And Juice0w once again showing us that he can grab these early frags. He does grab one, but Famous and Andre J finally going to answer back with some frags, but now it's down to a 2-on-3. Babylon and Coda going to be the last 2 alive here for teamw0w, and Carbon finally steps it up with the aggression and shows us the true Carbon we were waiting to see here. 3-on-2 situation, definitely in favor of Carbon, but Babylon and Coda both still alive, but 15-0 with a nice shot, make that a double kill from the middle. That'll be 3 kills on the round for 15-0, finally waking up there and making some big plays for his team. And now just 3 rounds left in the half. The score is going to be 4-2. teamw0w in the lead, but Brando with a nutty shot there onto Babylon as he was falling. He gets the shot through the doors there. Brando making things happen. Carbon, they've definitely woken up here after that last round. Give them some pretty nice momentum here. And now it will be a 5-on-4. Carbon already with that early round advantage, but I believe they are going to have a lot of rotations already in place on teamw0w for this A-side take, so they need to be careful on the execution. Coda and Aaron are both waiting, but it won't matter. Superman just mows them down instantly. Juice and Michael going to be the last 2 alive. 2-on-5 situation. And Carbon, they are definitely alive and thriving here on this A-bomb site. They've got the post-plant positions all set up and ready to go. It's all up to Juice and Michael to see if there's any chance at recovering this round. Juice trying to make something happen. He will get a nice kill there from the global risk spawn, but still a 2-on-4 situation, and the bomb is taken. 15-0 going to pick up another, and now Michael going to be all alone here on the bridge and taken down by Superman, who will get his 3rd on the round there. And now, I don't know, Cal, it just looks like these past 2 rounds we've seen a completely different Carbon than we have the entire game so far.
I mean, we really have, and that aggressive A-take really did work out well for them. They need to keep playing like the way they are now.
Definitely need to keep with that aggression, working just incredibly for them, but teamw0w still sitting in a 1-round lead, 4-3. Definitely anyone's map for the taking here. Carbon with a chance to actually bounce back and grab this half, though, if they can keep this momentum pushing them forward. Just some great fragging overall from Carbon these past 2 rounds, but still teamw0w, they want to hold on to this lead. Losing global risk side could be pretty devastating here. It's not something you want to give up on port. And now here it comes 15-0, getting a little antsy here, trying to get some intel onto the B-bomb site. 2 players are going to be waiting here. It's going to be Aaron and Babylon here, both holding down this B-bomb site. And it looks like 15-0, he's just trying to get some intel by spraying through the window, but unfortunately, Aaron and Babylon not going to be in any position to get hit from that. But now, once again, we're seeing Carbon kind of slow it down again. They've actually got, interestingly enough, 4 players in lower B and mid, and we saw how this kind of setup tore them apart earlier in the game. I'm not sure why they're trying to do it here again and forcing it, but Juice just getting a nice entry frag and showing how strong he is with 10 frags on the board, but Superman finally going to take him down there. And now it will be a 4-on-4. Superman did even the score there, but a lot of damage being dealt to Carbon players. Famous, the only player left on his team with 100 HP. Everyone else going to be right around half health for Carbon here. On the other side of things, though, teamw0w, 3 full HP players and then a half HP Michael here holding off the mid, but Carbon, they're running out of time. They need to make a commitment here. 30 seconds on the clock, and they're going to decide B-side will be where they go here, but Aaron still patiently waiting behind this box. He knows exactly what's coming now. He heard the push, and he's going to go for the spray down, but he misses it. Dwee's going to get that kill. Michael and Babylon, though, going to answer with 2 of their own, and teamw0w still keeping a hold of this round, but Famous and Andre J here in a 2-on-3, going to try and keep us alive. Famous knows he's the only one with a lot of HP to work with in this situation. He's going to have to be the playmaker here, but he's going to miss the kill. Andre J gets 1, Andre J gets 2, make that a 3rd kill. Andre J going ham here and picking up 4 kills actually overall in this round. And that'll tie things up now. It was 4-1 just shortly ago, but now we're sitting on the final round. Everything tied up.
Everything is tied up, man. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen in the end, and what a great spray down by Andre.
But now, teamw0w, they're definitely mad that this got as close as it has, and now they're just aggressively pushing here A-Long. They picked up 3 kills, so now it's already down to a 4-on-2. 15-0 on Brando, though. Both still alive here in this situation. 2-on-4. The bomb, however, is down. They're going to have to make their move. Juice, though, taking down 15 is going to put Brando now all alone, and this is going to look like teamw0w's round, and they will take it. 5-4 going to be the half score, though. Started off looking like teamw0w was going to run away with this one, but 5-4 is basically as close as you can get here. Just sort of a dead even score for both teams, but now we will go into the defensive side for Carbon. Now looking at that score, 5-4 in favor of teamw0w, do you think there's any clear-cut advantage for them with that kind of score? I mean, 4 rounds on Blacklist is still pretty solid to me. So I'm still not sure here.
I mean, I agree with you. This is any man's game, really. I mean, all they just got to do is hold it down for Carbon, and Mappa Squad needs to push well, and that's really it.
And here we go. It will be a chance to bring it back here. Carbon, they've got the momentum, though. They won out of the last 5 rounds. They won 4 of those rounds against teamw0w, so definitely going to be some momentum behind them here as they go into the next half. But now here we have it. 5-4 going to be the score. Carbon down by 1, but still not out of this one yet. teamw0w on the offense, they're going to start it off just working tunnels with 4 players while they have 1 guy here pushing up mid, and that will be Aaron, who will be taken down nice and early by 15 OL. So Carbon going to have the early round advantage here as 4 players working their way into the B bomb site, but Superman, he's going to be the one locking this down. He's off though. Coda going to take him down nice and easy, and that'll be an open B site here for the offense. teamw0w going to have complete control here. Superman not getting an entry, going to kind of hurt Carbon here in this situation. The bomb site is now completely in control of teamw0w. Coda going to get one, but will be traded out. Here comes the rotate. Michael going to grab one of them. Babylon going to get the other as Juice cleans things up. And teamw0w going to secure a much-needed first round to keep their lead here on port. 6-4 going to be the score. teamw0w looking pretty good in that first round, Cal.
An absolutely beautiful B take and a beautiful B hold. I don't think Carbon was expecting it at all. And 15 with these quick picks at the start really does help him out.
15 definitely being a playmaker here for Carbon, grabbing that early kill into Aaron. It's going to help them out a lot here, as they are definitely in need of some rounds. Now it will be a 4-on-5 here for the offense, though. They do have a lot of leeway to work with. They're only 4 rounds away from winning this first map. Juice going to be working his way up into the A connector alongside Michael. Bomb, though, going to be outside of A-Long here in the hands of Coda. And it looks like Babylon going to rotate over for the A push as well. And this could actually be perfect timing. They don't have a lot situated towards the A bomb site. They really only have Andre J sitting here on A top. There's nobody else close, but it looks like they're finally going to call for the rotation. 15-0 is close, but he may not be close enough to make an impact here as Juice is already on A top, but Andre J will hold him off, and that's going to be a much needed pick there from Andre J. 15-0 now on the rotate in the perfect position to hold things off and lock it down. Andre J picking up his second of the round, looking for more, but 15-0 is just going to get aggressive here and push Michael. Michael, though, picks up the AK. He grabs one. Definitely a nice decision to pick up that AK, but still, it won't be enough to hold off Carbon there, and that will be now 6-5 on the scoreboard. And now teamw0w, they're gonna go, looks like back to B, just because that B take did work so well for them. But now Carbon, smartly so, has doubled it up on B. Both Famous and Superman now going to be locking down this B bomb site. Famous sitting here in a nice little crack on the corner of B barn, but now it's going to be up to 15-0, who once again getting these early picks for Carbon. He's definitely the MVP of their global risk half so far. 6 frags on the round. He's getting 2 picks around here with this sniper, just doing a lot of work for his team. And now Aaron once again will be the one to fall to him as well. Famous here on the corner is going to grab one as well. Famous looking for his second. Juice with almost no health. He's going to get pushed here. Famous with a nice 2K there, and that will be some heavy momentum now favoring Carbon as they pick up yet another Babylon. Now last alive is going to try and do it, but 15-0 cannot be stopped here, guys. Oh my goodness. Jumps into Babylon and still manages to pick up that cow. I mean, what do you think about 15-0 so far on this global risk half? I mean, I just don't know what to say. It's just incredible.
It's absolutely astonishing. He's getting these amazing first picks. Poor Aaron dying to him, I think, every single time so far. And also, he's holding down everything else as well. He's done really good here.
Definitely locking things down here, but finally going to take the most early damage he's had dealt to him so far from a nade there. But teamw0w, it looks like they're actually going to be trying to work their way up under the bridge, but now things are tied up, guys. It is going to be 6-6 overall. teamw0w, though, once again gets the early pick. It'll be on to Babylon this time around, but still, Andre J going to pick up 2 as well, and things are just looking great for Carbon, but it's really 2 players doing most of the work right now. Andre J and teamw0w are the scoreboard here in this situation. Coda now last alive, gonna try and do something, but teamw0w is right there. I mean, I almost feel bad for the rest of the team at this point. teamw0w and Andre J are putting them in a position where the other 3 players, they really don't have to do anything. It's not that they couldn't.
Oh, it's very true, and I mean, good for them. I mean, this is crazy to watch. I'm actually speechless.
teamw0w, if he can keep this up, he's looking at a 20 frag half, but Superman now going to show up and say, hey, I'm ready for some kills of my own, picking up a 3-piece. Famous there to get the trade onto Michael, and now Coda all alone here. Carbon definitely coming back to life here on their global risk side. Coda now all alone, but teamw0w there to secure that nice deagle frag through the windows. And now, just like that, Carbon is going to be up in this situation 8-6. But now, looking at teamw0w, we saw them do so well on the global risk side. Do you think there is a chance that they're going to be able to bounce back and push the scoreboard closer?
We saw Carbon bounce back. I'm sure teamw0w can do the same.
That is true. When it was 4-1, this is when Carbon came to life. teamw0w, would be the best time for them to come to life here. They've already worked their way into the B-bomb site, but Famous and Superman have a nice crossfire set up here in the pit. This could throw them off guard here, as teamw0w going to grab that entry frag once again. Andre J getting 2, and once again Andre J and teamw0w being a heavy cleanup crew. Andre J still alive here, will finish it off, and that'll be another round on the board for Carbon. And once again, we see it. Andre J and teamw0w were responsible for pretty much that entire round, minus 1 kill. Just doing tons of work here. I mean, just looking at the scoreboard, they're the only players even close to their score.
Oh, they're doing absolutely amazing. I mean, here comes a train. The momentum is really right there with Carbon.
And now, just like that, Carbon, they're actually on match point already, just 6 rounds into this half. They've bounced back, and now they have the momentum behind them to get this one done and put themselves in a 1-0 situation here in this best of 3. But now teamw0w, they're playing a little bit safer here. They know they cannot lose this round, otherwise they will be down 1 map to 0 in this best of 3. But Superman gets the A-top pick. Actually, no, that's going to be a B-long pick. I apologize there, from Superman onto Juice, but it looks like Superman just locking things down here, as Babylon, though, will get one on the other side of things in mid. He's going to take down teamw0w, and that's going to be a very important frag, as teamw0w has been the picking machine, and now Andre J, the other frag machine, is going to be fairly low on health as well. Just 3 HP here to his name, so now teamw0w, they're in a good situation. They've identified the issues and taken them out of the picture nice and early, but still, we do have Brando and Superman alive here towards the save bomb site. Brando locking down the A-top. Now Brando, he's going to have to hold it off. Michael, though, he's already dropped. Michael is going to spawn him, but not able to connect that shot. And here comes everyone on the rotate, though. Brando getting one. Michael, he's trapped on ladder as well. Brando getting a second. And now it's all in the hands of Aaron and Babylon here. Aaron, who's actually worked his way up mid, will be taken down by Superman. And now the last remaining player, Babylon, 1 versus 3 to keep the dream alive for teamw0w. Can he get it done? Both players, though, on Carbon are going to be lit. He has an opportunity to make this happen. He just has to be careful. The bomb is on the AC box, though. He's not in a situation where he can just grab the bomb and get away. He's going to have to get both kills here, but Brando will shut it down with his 3rd kill of the round, and that will actually be map number 1. Count 10-6. It'll be completely turned around here on Global Risk.